Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here today with coffee and this big lovely gingerbread cookie from one of our local markets that sell amazing Dutch goods. And so yeah, Christmas season is definitely here, and I feel like Christmas crafting or holiday crafting, it requires snacks, right? Okay. So today what I'm doing, a little bit of work on this journal that is going to be an open signature journal. So I did a video for Patreon where I sort of showed everyone how to distress papers in the manner that I've distressed them here. These are the papers from my Journal Together kit, which at some point in this video I will do a quick December Journal Together kit flip through preview for you. I filmed it as a video yesterday, but I somehow filmed it at double speed. I don't know, I must have hit some strange setting in my camera, so I'll just do a quickie double speed kind of video for you. But what I did yesterday was I had this vintage dress. So I had cleaned it, scoured it, and I wanted to cut it up to make a journal cover. So this journal that I'm going to make for my December kit is going to be an open spine journal with 3 signatures that are all going to be housed within these 3 covers, sort of sub covers. So I've done some gilding all around here on the outside of each of the covers, and then I have to now select pages to go inside of these, and then I think that I'm going to end up using some part of this edge of this dress with these beautiful little buttons and these as the closure for the journal. So I have to get creative with that and cut it up a little more, but it's an absolutely stunning, it was a beautiful dress, but it was very, very, very small. It would not have fit me, I think, ever. Maybe when I was like 13 or something, but yeah, it's not really an adult size dress. So I'm trying to decide what to do today. And I think I actually just want to make a few collage boards because I have some projects coming my way soon that I'm going to need them for. So that is probably what I'm going to do. So I might just grab some supplies. I just sort of jumped on camera this morning because I had a quiet opportunity to do so. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've pulled together some supplies. I've chosen some papers that I want to use in this journal, and then I've decided I want to use this book, Just Wilberforce by Racy Helps, to add some fun pages and maybe make some fun ephemera. It's a really, really sweetly illustrated book. So it is illustrated also by Racy Helps. So yeah. Okay, so these pages need to be a little smaller. So let's check out what kind of a measurement I want on these. So about 7.5 by 5.25. Okay, so we could do that, right? Yeah, so today is, as I'm filming this, it is Sunday, and I'm planning to just sort of intermingle videos of my own making whatever I'm making in amongst the Defemorember videos. Unfortunately, the Defemorember videos are being released way too late in the day for me this year, which is unfortunate because last year it was so perfect. They would come out very early in the morning for me here in Canada, and I'd be able to watch them and then make my video, and I would have it come out in the afternoon. But right now it's a little difficult because they're kind of coming out, I think, in the middle of the day for me, or the late morning, and my day's already kind of started and I don't have the time to necessarily film. Because as you know, I have a day job, if you've been here for a while, and I have to do that day job, and I don't have the option to just kind of film whenever. Okay, so this is so cute. This is like a little old cross-stitch pattern. I'm just going to start by just folding everything in half. I've also decided to use a bunch of my book fly pages that I've collected over a while. I really like using fly pages from books. Definitely feeling kind of like I'm getting in the holiday, that cozy holiday spirit now. We've been having a lot of wind here. There's been like wind warnings most days. Today I'm going to Christkindl, one of my favorite Christmas markets. It's a German Christmas market in the kind of the style of, you know, the German Sinterklaas kind of like Christmas, which is nice. I always enjoy going to it. I haven't been for a few years, but I feel like I can go this year, and my son will wear a mask now, so I'm able to go, because if we go inside, I want everybody in a mask. I was talking with one of my clients yesterday, and he'd sort of owed me some information for about a week and a half now, and so I followed up with him to say, like, hey, just checking in, you know, in order to proceed with what we need to do here, I need this info from you. So he got back to me because he apologized and said, I'm so sorry, you know, yes, I'd like to arrange to get this info for you, but unfortunately, you know, my newborn, look at that paper from Inked Paper Art. I have to get more of this, it's so beautiful. You know, my child, like, he has a 1.5-month-old, you know, essentially newborn, currently has RSV and infected the entire family. And RSV is a very serious illness in young children. It can actually be fatal. It's very, very dangerous. Very serious respiratory infection. And it's actually hit, at least my province, very hard this year. And then on top of it, you know, COVID, right? So it's like a double whammy of unfortunate, terrible things. And no public health response, unfortunately, to try to control the spread. They're just, I guess, wanting it to go wild and overwhelm our medical people. But that being said, I felt so bad for him because, you know, his child is only 1.5 months old. Oopsie, bone folder, come back to me. And already they've had both COVID and RSV. So I don't know. I find it all very stressful. As you know, I'm a worrywart, and that's what I do. Coffee is so yummy today. It's this lovely hazelnut coffee. Okay, so let's cut these pages down. So I need to just start by cutting off the 49 Market strip at the bottom here. This is the most beautiful paper. I love it so much. This one is Classics Cotton Candy from their Sherbert collection, 49 Market. It's this beautiful paper. The whole Spectrum collection that they released makes me very happy. It's just gorgeous. Both sides are very pretty. And I feel like it's just the kind of paper that you can use for pretty much everything. So I said 7.5, I think. I should probably double check because in all this gibbity gabbity, I totally forget. I think it was 7.5 by 5.5. Yeah, 7.5 by 5.25. Right? Yes, 5.25. Okay. So this length is 7.5. And then we'll go back in with our 5.25. And I will treasure these scraps for something. Beautiful, beautiful. That in itself would just be so nice, like as a cover with something here. I don't typically use scrapbook paper as a cover though, even when it's really thick. I somehow still feel like I just need it to be a little more substantial. Although that's just me being like extra, because you definitely can use it. Okay. Yeah, last night was my company's holiday party. I did not go. They're also having like a team holiday lunch. I think everyone is really fired up to want to get together. But the way I look at it is, I don't want to ruin my whole holiday with my family because I end up going somewhere and catching something. Like, I haven't eaten in a restaurant still indoors. And so I feel like a lot of people probably don't get me at this point, which is fine. You don't need to get, you don't need to, right? It's like, this is my decision and everyone else can make your decision. But I will admit that the social pressure does get to me at times because, you know, when you're swimming upstream and everybody else is swimming downstream, it's a little weird. I'm not like one of those people who typically likes to kind of kick up my heels much, but this is a big one for me. I probably just have too many medical friends, and yeah, 7.5. I think I hear my husband puttering along here toward me. So that will mean it's breakfast time. So I may take just a little break right now, and then I will cut the rest of these papers and come back and do something a little bit more interesting. Okay, so I got all the papers cut and trimmed to the size that I want, and they're in the book in their potential kind of spot. They may move around a little bit more, but we will see. So now I want to look through just Wilberforce here and see what pages I would like to put into the book and how that will work. So I think not this one. This one I think I would use for like ephemera, using these little bits. I'm not really into that image a whole lot. That's cute. That could be very sweet, and that can fold in the center probably, and they could be two separate images. I only need 3 images, so that one is very nice. Oh, and it's like, oh, that's so cute actually. So I think I'll take this one. I'll take this whole signature out, or this whole folio rather, and then we'll tear the page down the middle. And this one can be folded, I think. Let me see if it would be too wide. No, it wouldn't. Okay, so we can do this with this one. Yes, okay. So that's super cute. And we'll put that in here somewhere, maybe right in here. So that's one, and then I need a couple more. I really love this. It's got writing on the back, so I would need to do something useful with the back of the page. I'm just going to see if there's any other double pages. No. Okay, I will do something with the back of the page. I'll fold that one, and I'll make it a center page for one of these. One of these already has it. This one doesn't. Okay, so that's good. Then this one has a center page. Yes. So let me look and see. I might need to swap the first one. We'll see. The other one I really like. Oh, I love that one. I like that one too, but I like that one more. That's cute. Oh, that one's cute too. And this one could be folded here. So yeah, let's use that one as our page. Guys will have to have their conversation a little bit later because now they're separated. Okay, so then we'll put this in here, I think. Okay. Yes. All right. So I think that's what I need in terms of pages for the journal, because that's looking like a nice size. And I may need to trim a few of these papers a little bit more, actually. I may just take a little bit more off, but what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put them in the press after I trim them more, just to get them nice and flat. So let's grab this book press here. Then let me look at how this looks. Okay, so yeah, these are all still a little long. I think I'm just going to do a little bit of tearing at the edge of each of these, or potentially just cutting them. Let me grab this. Can this lie here? Yes, it can. Okay. We're just clogging my desk up 100% here. I just want to take a little off of the edge of each page, because I don't want it to be sticking out. This one I know doesn't stick out, it's good. It's mostly going to be the scrapbook papers and the inside papers. I think I can probably just grab the ones that are sticking out. These three I'll trim. I'm going to try to just do it a couple at a time here so that we don't spend a ton of time. And at this time I don't need to be concerned about if I'm trimming anything, like, you know, an image off the end, because these are all plain papers. Like, they're not, they don't have any images that could be lost. Yeah, so this happens every now and then. I like to show these things because, like, you know, it shows you that when you're planning, when you're measuring and you're doing things, that sometimes still the construction of the book, because of the number of pages, you still need a little bit, you know, of work. And it's not a big deal to just do a little trimming. You can also take like an X-Acto blade, and you can run it down the side of your edge of your papers with a ruler. I didn't want to trim that yellow one, but I think, yeah, I have to. Okay. And you can run it down the edge of all your pages together against a ruler and cut everything at once, which is something I do relatively often. It looks a lot scarier than it is, but that's okay. All right, so that one's good. Now, plug that in here and that in here. Now it will just, I think, sit better. Yeah, that sits a lot better inside. That's good. Okay, now let's do the same for the next signature here. I think it's pretty much all these pages that need this same. The visitor's register is the exception to the rule. I'm going to trim that one separately. Okay, right like so. Can I do all these? There we go. Sorry for the banging. I just like to show you that you can do these things, you know, with your guillotine. You can, a paper trimmer would struggle, but a guillotine won't. You just have to do a few concise kind of chops. This one, I'm going to trim here, and then I'm going to reestablish my fold again, because I can do that, because this is bent paper already. So, grab this signature, this here, and then put these back in the center. I think these are okay now. Yep, we're good. And then the last one, same thing. So I think it's all the papers except for this little one in the center that we need to trim. Right there. That little bit at the end just doesn't want to cut. Try to bend it out. Yeah, It's just for how the blade's hitting. So what I'll do is I'll just keep it in place and I'll come back here with a scissor. There we go. Now the other side. Maybe I will split it in half just because. Don't let this worry you. There we go. Side one. And let me just double check I have it right. Yeah, I do. Okay. Make sure they're all together. Scooch it over a little more. Yeah, this one spot in my blade's getting a little grouchy with this thick paper, but it works. Regardless, it worked. That, and then we got to put this little piece back in the inside. There we go. Now we'll just check and make sure we're good. We are, but I notice I put mine upside down. There we go. I think we're good. I think actually this one could stand to get a little smaller. Let's just pop it in here at 5. There we go. That's better. Now we're good. Okay, so now that the papers are all trimmed, I can get this out of the way. And I'm going to keep all these scraps. I think I actually do want to do something with them maybe today. All right. So let's just open up the book press. Okay, now it's coming open fine. So let's grab all of our signatures. I won't put these in there. They don't need to go in, the covers. Just the signatures. All 3. Okay. So come on, neat and tidy. And then just stand this up here. Oops, hold on. There we go. This is a little hard to do on camera, so I apologize if I'm a little off. But it's a little tough. But see, they're in there. They are in there. Then we will just give this a press and then bring our bolts down. Sorry, this takes just a second to just kind of screw these along and get them nice and tight. And that's going to sit for the rest of tonight, and I will take them out in the morning and they will be nice and flat. These ones are especially puffy because of the distressing technique that I used on some of the cardstock paper. When you add like wrinkles and things, it kind of gives dimension, which is nice, but I want that dimension to be like flattened down a little bit so that like I still get all those fun creases, but the paper's not actually, you know, jutting, you know, out like from being a flat paper. Like when you crumple a paper, you know how it kind of gains a lot of space because it's now trying to push itself in all directions. So I think we're almost tight enough. Yep, we are. Okay. Yep, so you can see them in there. So that will be for tomorrow. Okay, so I think for now that is a video. I just wanted to show you getting all my papers together. So I'm probably going to do something with all these little scraps that I don't normally do. So I will talk to you again very soon, and I hope you have a great day.